Like me, like I said, the story about Prophet Jeremiah, I didn't take my time to verify those stories. And I want to say this here today. I am sorry to Prophet Jeremiah. I'm sorry, Mercy City. I'm sorry for those videos. I'm sorry for posting those videos or coming out to speak about it. Because I later discovered that some of those videos were not 100% true. And I'm apologizing to him. And I wish everybody who want to post a video about pastor, because the attack on men of God are very high these days. Everybody want to attack men of God without knowing the truth behind it.
Greetings, people. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. After a short while, I've just been offline, putting one and two together. And then, boom, I'm back. All I see are apologies all over. People withdrawing and retracting their statements that they had previously made concerning this case of Sister Ruth Matthew and baby testimony. But me, I just have questions. And I also understand, in as much as we would want to blame the brother, in as much as we would want to say, why are you doing this? Why are you apologizing? Yeah, sometimes we have to put ourselves in his shoes. We don't know what he's going through, but whatever that is going through is definitely under the influence of Jeremiah Omoto for fame. This brother is not apologizing because he wants to. This brother is apologizing because his back is against the wall. This is the time whereby you come face to face with reality, whereby your character has to be tested, your integrity has to be tested, and that's when you get to see if you're willing to pay the price, if you're willing to make the sacrifice for what you claim to stand for. But unfortunately for my brother, he has broken down. This is his breaking point. And we all have our breaking points. And I guess my brother has reached this breaking point, and he has reached it on the level whereby he has to tender an apology to Jeremiah Omoto for fame. And I don't think he means it, but I just know he has to do it. And the reason why he has to do it is because there's probably much to lose if he doesn't apologize to Omoto for fame. He might be thrown in prison. Anything can happen. This is Nigeria that we're talking about. This is Nigeria that we're talking about, whereby those without money, they will forever remain victims, and those with money can control your fate, can determine your fate. So probably his fate is in Jeremiah Omoto's hands, and probably Jeremiah Omoto has the final say as to what happens for his tomorrow or for his future. And we all know no one would want to go to prison for a case of Sister Ruth Matthew. No one would want to pay that much of a price in as much as going to prison for it. Because I'm sure the brother was supposed to go to prison or something, unless he makes that apology. And that can be the only way Omoto can probably withdraw whatever case that he has on Kassy, So for him to have freedom, it has to come at a price. You wouldn't just let him go, just like that, without him rendering or tendering an apology. So that's where we are, people. Like I once said, this is not a battle for the faint at heart. This is not a fight that is easy, to fight, especially if you're in Nigeria, Anything can happen. I have so many people that are being arrested right now by these false prophets simply because they are speaking out. Igoche, that's another episode that we are going to go into. If you still remember, is it Ida or Ada Igoche? The one that was recently arrested as well by Paul Enenche. Let's call him Saul for now. Paul Enenche is a way too dignified and sacred name to assign to someone like Saul Enenche. So Saul Enenche has successfully, I just had an update, managed to get Mr. Igoche detained. Most of you remember Mr. Igoche, the brother whom he is falsely accusing of having molested kids at his school, at his academy, at his university. Is it a university or is it a high school? I'm not so sure. That's their, that's the way that they operate. That's just how they go about. Anyone who speaks up, anyone who voices up, there's only one way out: prison. They'll send you to prison. And we all know the law enforcement in Nigeria. If you don't have money, you go to prison. And based on the things that I hear from people, that Nigerian prisons are not that welcoming. They're not very good places to be. So just with that thing in mind, to say, oh, if I can go to prison, what's there to lose by giving an apology or actually going to prison? You know what? Let me just give an apology. There's nothing to lose. After all, I'm the breadwinner. I have kids. I have a family. I have people that I look after. So let me just give an apology so that I can save myself from going to prison. Well, everyone can do what they want. It's their life. We can't force anyone to be on a quest which does not benefit them, if I should say, or which the opportunity cost of pursuing it is far much greater than the reason why they should not do it. So I guess Kassy has reached that point whereby he just has to tender an apology to the devil. Yeah, I call it apologizing or caressing the devil. When you do know that the man is guilty, when you do know that the man is wrong, but still you just have to let your guard down and go ahead and apologize. That's the world that we live in. It's not just always. They say birds eat worms, and worms do not think it's fair, but birds have to eat worms for them to survive. So I guess it's survival for the fittest. Yeah, I guess it's not. This world is not as just as we wish if it could be. Yeah, that's Nigeria, man. And it's funny, sometimes I hear some of Jeremiah Omoto's minions coming out online saying that, no, we'll get Prof X. We are going to go and get arrest, pick Prof X up. We're going to send Interpol. We're going to do A, B, C, D, and E. Yeah, it's because they think everything happens in other countries the same way everything happens in Nigeria. For me to be arrested by Jeremiah Omoto, like for say a man of my caliber, to be arrested, to have Jeremiah Omoto pick me up and take me to Nigeria. I don't know how much power you people think Omoto has. Of course, in Nigeria, he does have it. But the power of him crossing over borders, of the power of him using Interpol on a case like this to say, okay, Prof X defamed my character. Prof X accused me of A, B, C, D, and E. So let's get police to go and arrest him in South Africa. You people, you have put these men on a pedestal. One thing I should tell you about Nigerian prophets: they are only influential and powerful in Nigeria. When they leave the boundaries of Nigeria, in other countries, these people are just like rats, man. No one really cares about them. No one even looks at them. No one gives a damn about them. It's only Nigerians who are too spiritual and religious for nothing, who bow down when they see them. Here, we don't recognize these people. Omoto, who's Omoto? The Bushiris, who's Bushiri? For you to think these ones can have an effect here in South Africa to say they'll come and get Prof X. They are living in a bubble, They've made themselves believe that they have this power to control everyone and to control everything, which is very sad. They're living in this bubble which makes them believe that things happen the way that they want them to happen. People like us, we have been through the hardest, people. We've been through the toughest. We've gone against the hardcores. The real billionaires in US dollars, not these Omoto for fans whom you call billionaires in Nairas. We've gone against the Makantiwas, the most feared charlatans in Africa. Most of you don't know them because they are low key. But these are the well-financed, well-managed false prophets in Africa. The likes of Emmanuel Makandiwa from Zimbabwe. Ones with gold mines everywhere, who can literally buy anyone to get something done for them. He's just right here next to South Africa. He's in Zimbabwe. But I exposed him to the core and he did not do anything to me. I'm still here. I'm still standing. Yeah, I might look this cute, but I'm not that easy to walk over as they are doing to our brothers in Nigeria, taking them to prison, forcing them to do things that they don't want to. The Bushiris, they're just right here in Malawi. We expose them 24/7 here, even though they talk too much. No, we have powers who come to the streets. Who get, he once threatened me that I'm coming to the streets for you, Bushiri, Shepherd Bushiri. Do you like it? You see when I come to the streets. And then I told him, come, boy. Boy, come. They won't do anything. We're born in the streets, some of us, raised in the streets. Them to say, who come in the streets, I'll just be looking and laughing, saying, oh God, your children. the false titles that they were given to be daddy, papa, they think now they are mighty. Mighty to who? Mighty than who? We only have God, ahead of me. I don't see these people as relevant figures at all. Nah, I don't see them the way that you people see them. But of course, sometimes in the case of people in Nigeria, you have to be very cautious and you have to be very careful when you're dealing with people of this nature. Of course, they can use money to do anything. They can use money, to get your rights subdued, to get your rights taken over or overridden. And you won't be able to do anything because you also don't have money. You end up spending time in prison for a crime that does not qualify you to spend time in prison. It's funny that you can go to prison for defaming Jeremiah Omoto's character in Nigeria. When I hear some of this news, I just laugh and I'll be like, what happened? What's happening to Nigeria? Okay, let me allow you to listen to the rest of the apology. And maybe we can analyze it just a little bit, but it is what it is. The fight goes on. We keep soldiering on. We keep moving forward. Nothing is going to stop reggae. Or maybe they'll be expecting an apology from Prof X. I heard some of the charlatans, the baby charlatans, the sons and daughters of Omoto for Fame, say that you must apologize. Me, apologizing to Jeremiah Omoto for Fame. Me. You people, you've got another thing coming. The type of me will never bow down to the likes of Omoto, no matter the weather. No matter how hard the going gets, me apologizing to Omoto or to a Nigerian prophet, an entire Prof X, an entire Mr. Pull the Trigger, saying I'm sorry to a Nigerian prophet. Chineke. Okay, listen to Kassy's full apology, and then let's just look into it one or two before we start measuring on things that matter. I know people will say, no, don't bring this. It's just a distraction. Nothing is a distraction. Everything that I bring to this platform, look into it, analyze it, so that you know the weight of this case that we are dealing with. If you can see people who once voiced out about the key issue of baby testimony actually coming to a point whereby they have to withdraw everything that they said and apologize, then you must know the weight of this case of baby testimony. Listen to Kassy's apology and we'll look into it.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Apostle Dr. Kassy Chuku. I want to come out here because so many people have been wondering, come some issues, I don't speak about it, some video, I don't speak about it. Now, I want you to know that there are some mistakes has made in the past. The mistake of whereby an issue is brought to my table, I don't investigate it proper. So if you see me not doing a video, you know that I'm taking my time. Even if I'm to speak into it, I'm taking my time to investigate it proper. Now, for example, for the issue of Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fefein, there are some issues which I went on air to publish. I later discover on the road that these stories are not 100% truth. I have to withdraw. And I want to say this. It's a good thing every pastor, everybody, bloggers, before you post a video, before you say anything about any man of God or anybody, let there be a verification. Verify your story. Verify the story about the man of God. Like me, like I said, the story about Prophet Jeremiah, I didn't take my time to verify those stories. And I want to say this here today. I am sorry to Prophet Jeremiah. I'm sorry, Mercy City. I'm sorry for those videos. I'm sorry for posting those videos or coming out to speak about it. Because I later discovered that some of those videos were not 100% true. And I'm apologizing to him. And I wish everybody who want to post a video about pastor, because the attack on men of God are very high these days. Everybody want to attack men of God without knowing the truth behind it. Few months ago, I went through my, but nobody knows the story behind it. But that is not why I'm here. I'm here to clear the air because so many people are wanting me to speak into some issues, which I will not. Even though if I will have to verify the story behind those things you sent to me. And I want to say this, that the fight in the body of Christ, the Bible says, kingdom divided against himself will not stand. I want you to know that I'm not here to fight pastor. I am here to fight people who fight men of God. Like I do said some months ago, I said, I am here. Anybody who fight any man of God, I am here to fight those people. Especially when I know those men of God are innocent of what they were accused of. I want all my viewers not to be disappointed that I'm not picking up some issues and talk about it. I'm not picking up about some issues about some pastor to talk about it. Because at the end, I got to understand that some of these stories they says about men of God are not really true. That is why I'm coming out and take everybody who has been a victim of this should come out boldly and apologize. I remember what my father in the Lord used to tell me, Apostle Dr. John C. Suleiman. Don't fight any pastor. Don't insult any pastor. Don't come out and begin to talk about any pastor without verifying the story behind it. And those words are true. They are still fresh in my ears and my memories. I want to say, I apologize to Prophet Jeremiah Omoto. I apologize to Mercy City. Everybody should take this step I am taking. If there is any video you have done, let's keep our grudges aside. Let's keep hatred aside. Oh, this one is this one. Let's keep it. Let's face the reality. Let's face truth. I want to say I am really, 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 really sorry for some of those videos I did against Prophet Jeremiah Motofefe. I want to apologize to every other pastors who I have done a video which they are not happy, or in one way I have offended you in my video. I want to say I am really sorry. I want to say my viewers all over the world, any message come across me, I want you to know that I might not be in a hurry to post it because the issue is fresh. I will surely take my time to investigate the issue and make sure anything I want to say, I have proof and evidence. Thank you, everybody. May God bless you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. My name is Apostle Dr. Kassy, the comedy lion killer. For now, bye-bye from this side. Have a blessed day ahead. Amen.
Kassy is not actually the first one that is withdrawn from this case. We have your Bisolas. I know you people, you still say Bisola this. Bisola wrote a letter, an entire letter, alleging that Ruth Matthew lied, alleging that Ruth Matthew did this, which was all nonsensical, which was not based on any facts. She was just emotional. And she had her own issues with money. Everything that Bisola fought for, everything that made Bisola distance herself from Ruth Matthew's case, it was money related. It was money related, nothing else other than money. Cashing out was made impossible for Bisola. And when she realized that there's no more financial gain on this case, in this case, that's when she withdrew. And she thought by Kassy getting Ruth, she was going to have the last say on this case. She was going to make people believe that since she was in custody of Ruth for a small period of time, people actually believe her nonsense statement that she made. But nobody took it serious. People just saw her as someone that needed help at that particular time. We have Maureen. She withdrew and started also castigating Sister Ruth Matthew, saying all kind of nonsense, unfounded allegations that she just woke up and started saying. Bloggers from Nigeria, all silenced, quiet, done and dusted. When brown envelopes get slidden under their doormats, they take them, they zip it. That's how cheap Nigerian bloggers are. They can get bribed with 200,000 naira, with 1 million naira, and they can shut up. They don't understand the power that they have, the voice that they have, and they sell their integrity too cheap for 2 million naira, for 5 million naira. It's quite a shame to be a Nigerian voice, to be a Nigerian blogger, or to be a Nigerian activist. Tell me one blogger in Nigeria that is still speaking out about this case of Ruth Matthew. All these angry bloggers, they're on payrolls. They're being paid. They're being bankrolled to keep their mouths shut. And because they are also hungry, what do you expect them to do? Integrity does not really mean much there. Their name does not really much. They don't know that a good name is far much better than riches. So we are still on it. There's nothing that will derail us. There's nothing that will prevent us from seeking justice for baby testimony, regardless of who drops in or who drops out. When we started this, they were not there. We are still here. They are no longer there. Nothing can stop us from moving forward. We are the people. We are the masses. Only those ones that have found a reason not to pursue it, let's allow them to sideline themselves. But one thing I can tell you, at heart, they are also expecting, they are also waiting to see us win this fight. They will rejoice with us, not in the public, but deep in their hearts, they will rejoice with us when we finally get justice for baby testimony. And that day is coming. That day is sooner. That day is very close. It might look like it's something that is never going to happen, but let's believe in God. Let's allow God to steer this ship. Let's allow God, who has given us this hunger and this fire to fight for baby testimonies, justice, to carry us through this entire journey. And one thing I can promise you, we'll get to the finish line and we'll conquer. There is no force that can come against the righteous and win and prosper. No way. We've left this in God's hands. If we fail, we leave it in God's hands. If we win, all glory goes to God. So once we put God on the forefront of everything, you do everything to make sure that we succeed. And for real, these are not people of God. These are not men of God. They have nothing to do with God. God does not recognize them at all. So why should we fear? Why should we tremble? Our fortification is in knowing that God is by us. God is standing with us. God is moving with us. Slowly but surely. By the time we get to the finish line, all of you will be able to connect the dots. You'll be able to put all the pieces together, and it will eventually make sense to everyone. So with that being said, I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. And I just want to say all the best to Brother Kassy with the path that they've made you, take. I know you do not do this voluntarily, but I know it was the right thing for you to do. And the fact that you did it, I hope it gives them peace. I hope it gives them that edge to say, okay, we made him apologize. So we are the real deal. Because that's all that the likes of Omoto want, to be praised, to people to bow down to them, people to show them that we are afraid of you. That's all they want. So I hope this satisfies them. And I hope they'll set you free. I hope you will have your life back. So I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger. I'm out.